7 minutes. Right, so welcome everyone. We are here for round number 3 of another JL season. And today there's quite a big news, which is Tomatoes, the championship leader, not racing today. But at the same time, we got Kader coming back for this race. Looks like he got the connection upgrade, and so he's racing here today. One of the candidates for the title in the season 4. So I think this is season 5 right now. But yeah, we've seen how Drive is doing a few lap qualifying on the dries, I believe. So yeah, should be an interesting race. You see a very challenging track, of course. I think the difference of having the flow or not having the flow is really big. You can see the driver just making that final very challenging corners. You can see now BK just getting that provisional pole lap of 35.92. It's for now the only sub 46 at the moment. We see Hot Koopa in second with 36.43. Then we see but I was just seeing the onboard of the one of the veterans of CL is Osti Gaston. One of the He's been racing since season 1, but he has left quite a lot in the middle in the season. So you can see now, can BK improve his lap? He can't right now. We can see Okada now getting very close now with the 35.98 up to second. Joe Porsche, I believe, got himself up to third. What Cooper was in second, but now down P5. We see Krunk P6. So yeah, things really starting to look interesting as we got any 11 driver grid for today. Yeah, not the same as it used to be in season 4, but still a good attendance. You can see now they're about to finish qualifying now. You can see BK just making the final corner. Can he improve on his lap? And he can't once again. It's like that first lap was really a good one for him. As you can see, Kader not improving, so I believe he's gonna start on pole position. And there we go. Well, BK starting from pole position for Delphoc Racing, and then Kader for the Spartans. So this always these two teams up there. Kader starting alongside them. You got Show Porsche, pretty much completing a Delphox sandwich here. Then we got Tosti Gaston in P4, just ahead of Hot Coop and Mr. Crunk up there. Then we got Choan, followed by Kemon Goose. Then we got Muska, Oblivious, and Fox. And then Ellie, I believe one of the drivers returning who used to race a lot against Graf and Gletz, starting from the back of the grid. Yeah, we are looking for a very interesting race for today. But yeah, the big question might be in the championship, how will Tomatoes be affected by this missing race? Because we cannot forget it's only 5 races a year. So missing races have a big impact. You can see him on Goose, he's in second in the standings, but today he doesn't seem to be starting that much further ahead. Almost caught at the bottom, so I'm not sure if he's gonna really benefit. And also Hyper Mustang is not here as well. So Tomatoes might really be able to keep the lead, but I think probably his biggest threat is going to be Joe Porsche. That's for sure, I'm pretty sure. Of course, Kader has missed the first 2 races, so that's interesting. Meantime, as soon as Goose ready's up, we
I was
can
just
start
doing
the race.
results there, sorry.
And yeah, of course, it's the first time we are racing in Finland. So for SL, Antti, who have done 90 races, the driver with most appearances in SL, going to finally get his first ever home race. But here you go now. The lights are out here. Racing here in Finland. In Spica, started from the lead. Keeping that inside line. Is his teammate now passing to second place. Kader was into position at the start. As you can see now, they're now going to this big back straight here. We see PK, Ghosty, then Joe Porsche now falling down to third. We see a group of 4 drivers. You can see now Kader goes too deep to the grass now. Big crash at the back here. You can see the Acers there. It's out Coop and Ellie down to last place. Oh my god, that's a really big rush there. There were like 5 drivers involved there. As we see BK just keeping the lead now. Osti up to second. You see Porsche now in third. And he certainly needs to take the win, I believe, to take the lead of the championship since Matos is missing this race at Casino. Maybe trying a double overtake there, but it's gonna get pushed on the inside to the grass. You see now Kader now battling each other. There goes Kader up to second now. In the meantime, you can see Porsche and Aussie going side by side with each other for third place. You can see Aussie going for the outside, Joe Porsche on the inside, and there he goes. He keeps third place for now. So really strong result here for Del Fox. As we see now, Game on Goose getting pretty close. He's on the hard ties. That's an interesting strategy. But he's just big. Oh my god! Now you can see big crash here between Aussie and Joe Porsche. And Game on Goose now up to third place. He's in second in the standings, so he might be able to maybe take the lead of the championship. He's only 7 points behind Tomatoes. So you might see a very interesting battle fight between him and Tomatoes till the end of this season. As we see now, I believe Joan was pushed there by Osti. So Osti now in P5, as you can see Joe Porsche trying to recover. In the meantime, you see Kader just getting closer now to BK. We have to remember that Kader is a bit ping even with better connection. Since this is an European server and he's in Colombia. You see now going to the grass there. And so BK keeps the lead of the race, but Kader does seem to have the pace here, as we just made the first 3 laps of the race. But yeah, but looking at the strategy, this looks to be pretty interesting. We see a lot of drivers starting with the soft, and this being 20 laps, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to do a 2-stopper here, because going for a very long, soft, hard stint. Like, I could see them doing 8 laps with softs, but I think that's gonna be really, really long. And so I believe something like what Goose is doing seems to be more viable for a one-stop strategy, and I can see him beating on lap 10, and then going for another set of hard tires for another 10 laps. You know, for the soft tires, probably something like 7 plus or 6 plus 6 plus 7 or something like that. Or no, it's actually 6 plus 7 plus 7 with the soft tires. That's, or they might also use the mediums. Could see 6 plus 6 and then 8 mediums for the ends. So yeah, those seem to be the strategy available for 20 laps of racing today. We see now Game on Goose. Looks like he got passed by Joe Porsche, and Joe Porsche now running in further, just running away. They're not that much battling right now. There was only 11 drivers here on the grid today. We could have gone 12, but Juan Velasco, they seem to have troubles with connection, or his PC as he was stalling on the grid. Meantime, looks like Joe Porsche is making the first pit stop. You can see now, after 5 laps, he's going for the mediums already. So I guess he's going for the undercut, trying to get closer to the top 2, although he was quite far away. So yeah, at the front there seems to be a big pace battle here. Ooh, now BK with the big mistake. Kader pass him on the outside. There he goes now. Kader is gonna pass him. Kader is up into the lead of the race. So we got the change of leaders here. Kader does it to the pits. BK is extending his tires once again. As you can see now, we see Joan and Gimon who's now battling each other here. This is now for 3rd place, as we see Austin right behind. Now Kader is leaving just right ahead of these 2 drivers. We see now collisions just getting caused there by Kader leaving the pits, and Juan's just gonna push off the track. He's gonna lose quite a lot of time, as you can see now, losing position to Ott Koopa. In the meantime, we see Joe Porsche right behind. He certainly does not want to be there. He wants to pass these 2 drivers as fast as he can, because he has better tires. And there he goes, trying to switch back on Juan. Can he make the move there, or is that going to be a like rocket? No, looks like he's going to make the move. Not going to maybe try and move on the inside there. Oh, there he goes. Nice double overtake there. Passing Koopa and Osti there. So there he goes. Joe Porsche really trying to benefit with these undercuts. As you can see, oh, now BK just leaving now the pits. So he did a 7-lap stint. Now he's behind Joe Porsche, and Kader leading the way comfortably now with the mediums. So maybe Kader does seem to have the better strategy for now, as you see Goose trying to benefit with the fact that he's going to save a pit stop in the end. I'm pretty sure he can do 10 plus 10 with the hards. As you can see now, Joe Porsche trying to go around him, but cannot pass him on the outside. And it's certainly easy to avoid losing time, but there he goes now on the inside. But now his mission to catch up to the top 2 does seem to be hard, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to be happy with the 3rd place. Although that might be on risk, because Game on Goose is here with the hearts, saving a pit stop. You see the same with Ott Koopa, so Joe Porsche may have something to fight for still. So yeah, that's how it looks like right now. Kader has made the undercut, and I think it was a really good one. If he can keep the distance between him and BK, he might really be in a good position, although BK is on the soft tire, so he might be looking to close that gap to him. And he certainly needs to, because otherwise Keller might certainly take his win on his return to Journeyman League. In the meantime, looks like the hard tire drivers are just pitting. You can see now Hot Cooper pitting on lap 9. Looks like he could not take those tires any longer, so pitting for the South. So that's looks like he's gonna go for another pit stop until the end. As you can see, there's also some drivers who certainly struggle with softs after 5 laps. So I guess it's understandable there. As you can see, actually, I think 3 lap stopper would be a bit too long by just using softs, 5 lap stints. But yeah, in the meantime, looks like Keller is still gaining distance on BK, so that really showing how much pace he have. I believe maybe he just did some mistakes at the start. Although we did see him catching up to BK for that first place. In the meantime, looks like Kemon who has made his pit stop and his last one, as you can see now. Gonna try pass Juan there. Juan goes defensive. Who can he defensive? He's gonna close the door on the outside there. You see Goose trying to pass him on the outside. But now he's gonna have to call on him. He's the battle for now for P5. You can see now, can he make the move there? No, Goose is gonna have to stay behind for now. As you see at the front, Hot Cooper just making a big mistake on the grass. He's always gonna hit the wall on the outside. That wall is really easy to hit. It's a really complicated last corner there. As we see now, Game Goose now trying to go for the inside. Oh, Joan goes deep into the gravel. Oh my god, I believe Pingas must have got something with this because yeah, Joan, I believe maybe on his screen was completely punted by Game Goose there, and he just went on flying into the gravel. So Game Goose is gonna pass him. They have very similar tires, as you can see. Goose, I believe, messed up that corner there. But then now Austin is right behind him, but Austin has much older tires, so Joan should have. I think Austin, if he's smart, I believe he should try and take the slipstream on Joan. So let's see now. Yeah, for now he just seems to be staying behind. He has older tires, so I think he should stay there. And these two seem to be the only one being close to each other. We see now Austin is gonna try and pass him after all. It might be some team strategy here as Game on Who's is right in front, so Aussie could slow down Joan here. But Joan actually made a switchback and he managed to keep the position. There he goes, he's still managing to defend himself, but now he makes a very silly mistake there. And now he's gonna go too deep into the grass, he's gonna have to let Aussie pass on the outside. So there he goes, Austie up to P6 at the moment. Really interesting to see here. I think soon we might see drivers making their final pit stop. Looks like they're already learning actually. As you can see, Kyler, BK, and Joe Porsche have already made the second pit stop. So Game on Goose has lost quite a lot of time. I don't know where, but yeah, it's pretty weird. I'm quite surprised that the drivers at the front have already made the second pit. But yeah, seems to be quite decided at the front. I believe Kyler is very likely to win this race. They have very similar tires with PK, already a 6-second gap. Then Joe Porsche in second. In third. Right behind his teammates, so still a very solid result for Del Fox. While the Spartans with Kyler is very likely to take the win. There goes now Aussie on the inside. With Juan there. There he goes. He's gonna take the position now. But Juan does not want to be in that position, I believe. Yeah. So there he goes now. Hot Cooper and Mr. Crank also battling each other. But it looks like Hot Cooper has much better tires, so he might be able to run away from him. But we will see. You can see Crank really.
BK, let Joe Porsche pass for championship.
Yeah, I believe. Keller, of course, he's not going to get the lead of the championship because he hasn't made the last 2 races. But PK, I don't think. Not sure if PK has appeared in the previous races because I don't see him in the standings. So yeah, the one that could pass. Looks like the run is going to get announced now. Not sure if it's going to change that much. Maybe for Hot Cooper here, as he made 2 stops and now behind the drivers with 1 stop. And he was in a good position to maybe pass all of them. He was not that far behind, but he's gonna hit the pit wall there. Oh my god, he's gonna hit the pit wall. I believe he has intentions of pitting, but he hits that pit wall and he's gonna have to go on. maybe that might be a good thing because the rain might disappear right after. And you can see it's the minimal rain, it's the lightest rain that you can get. So these drivers who still have very fresh hards and mediums might have it easy to stay out. As you can see now, oh, I don't know what happened with Cooper, but I saw him deep on the grass, and he's losing a lot of time now. I think P7 or P8 is what he can get for today. As you can see now, Austin is gonna easily pass him with those inters. So Austin took the right decision. You can see now, ooh, looks like the rain is not gonna stay. The sun was announced here, so but I think yeah, the drivers still have to pit for those inters. Because the rain might stay long enough, and I think they're gonna go to the end with those tires. So this is gonna be interesting now. You can see Johan with very old hearts, and not Cooper now. They're going free wide with each other. This is the battle for P5. Let's see now. Cooper now. Oh my god, he keeps inside, but now Game on Blue's gonna try and make the move there. Oh my god, there's almost a light storm there, but there he goes now. You can see Fox being lapped, just flying past these drivers. You can see. Very interesting to see. It's Game on Goose and Fox. These are the Fox and Goose founders, which is the team that's the second most successful team in SCL. They were the drivers who started that team. They raced for that team in season 4, and then they changed to VEL, which is their second team, which is now racing in CL. And they are very likely to get the constructors there. But yeah, very interesting to see this moment. Two drivers have been racing in SCL since season 4 and the other competition since then. As in the meantime, we see Alt Cooper just struggling with those mediums and Joan with those hearts. As in the meantime, Kader, with a very dominant performance today, he has returned for quite a long time and he's gonna come here to take the win in Finland. So there he goes, Kader wins in Kimi Ring with the 9-second lead. What a performance by the Colombian. As BK gonna finish this race in second place. Very solid result as well. I believe it's the first race, his first race of this season. As we see right now, Joe Porsche in second place might be very close to Tomatoes on the standings. And maybe pass him, as we see now Hostie Gaston finishing P4, very solid result. As you can see now, he's struggling with the inters as the strike has dried out. And in the meantime, we see Game on Goose finishing P5. Also solid result as we see now. Mr. Crank looks like he has pitted for the third time and he's gonna finish in P6. That's an amazing result for him. He's gonna pass both Ott Koop and Juan, who didn't have it easy with the rain. As they decided to stay out, which was understandable at some point. The rain didn't do that long. So there you go, Koopa and Juan finishing the race. Then Ellie on his return is gonna finish in P9. Then Maska and Fox on the bottom 2. Where have we seen this before? These two drivers also very experienced. Maska Riva is racing SCL since season 1. And he's still there till season 7, season 6. Around that, as we see now, just Fox finishing. So there you go, Kader on his return is gonna take his win. And with the fastest lap as well. And then we see the Del Fox drivers second and third completing the podium. Then completing top 5 is gonna be the Hurricane Racing drivers, Austin and Game on Goose. Then in P6 gonna be Mr. Crank. That's quite solid result there. Then we got the Acer sandwich with Juan. So it's Coop and P7 Juan, then Ellie P9. Then Masca Rivas finishing P10. And then 20 seconds after is gonna be Fox in P11.